Hi, I'm in the middle of a public park, up to some shenanigans. Before we start the shenanigans though, let's go ahead and get a meal going. Alright, so we're trying this mountain house, whatever mahoots that it's called. I accidentally spilled the first pot of water like a moron. It's everywhere, all over everything. So, we're on take 2. Water. Smells good. Let stand 5 minutes, so we're gonna let it do that. All things considered, the biscuits and gravy in a bag was actually pretty good. 6 out of 10. From there I moved on to finding a campsite where I started setting up my hammock system. My hammock system is an Eagle's Nest Outfitters Jungle Nest hammock. It is a fantastic hammock, possibly the most comfortable sleep I've had while doing any sort of camping. It comes in with a built-in mosquito net that you can remove, and when coupled with the Finnish Army foam air mattress thing that I have, it is incredibly warm and incredibly supportive. On top of that, I layered it with a Rock River, basically a Teton clone, 0-degree sleeping bag. Slapped that on the hammock and I was warm all night. It was an incredibly comfortable rest. From there I moved on to setting up the Tarp shelter system to keep the wind and rain out. It was forecast to have 6 to 18 inches of precipitation. And that definitely reached us in the form of rain, freezing rain. Here I'm just kind of showcasing the swaying trees, the bare trees that are swaying in the 30-mile-an-hour winds. I intentionally picked a place back in the bush and brambles and brush of things to break up and dissipate that wind. Inevitably, I did end up having to take down and reset up my tarp system because it came loose. I didn't stake the stakes in perpendicular enough, so they ended up getting pulled out a bit, so I had to fix that. Eagles Nest Outfitters Jungle Nest Hammock, 10 out of 10, recommend. Alrighty. Well, I had a good night's rest. No complaints. The hammock held up really well. The tarp kept me dry. Stayed nice and warm in my sleeping bag. If you have any tips or suggestions for me to try out on the next one of these videos, just go ahead and comment below and let me know. If you liked what you saw, share with your friends. Like it, help me out a little bit. Check me out on Facebook, I'll link that in the description below. And consider subscribing to my Patreon. That'll help make more stuff like this possible. And huge shout out to our current patrons, Summer Saxton, who is an Adventurer tier patron, and Dakota Nielsen, who is our current duck sponsor. Alrighty, on that note, I think I'm going to go home and get some breakfast. So we'll see you later.